A life centered around love and violence. Today we'll be talking about Stephanie Brown, also known as the fifth Robin that no one talks about, but more importantly, she is known as Spoiler and as Batgirl. When she first appeared in the comics, she was shown as Spoiler. Well, she technically made her first appearance as Stephanie Brown, but her first vigilante appearance was as Spoiler. She's involved with a lot of love and drama with Tim Drake, and most of it's on her side where she's misunderstanding the situation because Tim's just really nice to people. So she's thinking that Tim's cheating on her with like every other woman. It's insane. But she inherited the moniker of Batgirl from the previous Batgirl, Cassandra Cain. Barbara Gordon wasn't really approving of this until they went out on a mission together, and that changed Barbara Gordon's mind on the whole topic. After running around a Spoiler for a little bit, she joins the Bat family as Robin after Tim took some time to separate himself from Batman due to various disagreements going on at the time. Now, I want to point out a lot of Stephanie Brown's history is very intertwined with Tim Drake's. She doesn't really have a lot of personally amazing stories because it always seems to roll back to Tim Drake, and you'll understand what I'm talking about the further we get into this a little bit. So after joining as the new Robin, she disobeys Batman in the field constantly, leading Batman to quote-unquote fire her, unbeknownst to Batman that she had stolen the plans that they were going to use to track down Black Mask, I believe. And she went to go confront him solo. She gets fatally wounded in that fight against Black Mask, and she allegedly dies in the hospital. It turns out later that her physician had sabotaged her, using her as an example for younger vigilantes. But it turns out eventually that she hadn't died. They faked her death because her identity had been revealed by Black Mask. After Batman goes missing during the Batman RIP storyline, Stephanie starts working with a bunch of Tim Drake's villains to impede his investigation on trying to locate Batman. And it turns out this was a secret ploy that Batman had tasked her with, so that if he were to ever die or go missing, that he would force Tim to become a better Robin, which this sabotages Spoiler's relationship with Robin, so they go their separate ways. However, the villain she's working with ends up betraying her, one going to shoot her in the head, but because of her being an acrobatic like everyone else in the Bat family, she ends up only getting shot in the shoulder. After this, Cassandra Cain finally gives up the moniker of Batgirl to Stephanie Brown, and this is where she actually becomes the Batgirl, which leads to her mission with Barbara Gordon, because they're trying to intercept a drug or something like that. And then it's later revealed that Batman had actually tasked Cassandra Cain with giving up the Batgirl mantle if Batman were to ever go missing or die. Which, like, bro, he's so manipulative with his family, getting everyone to basically, like, I guess it's like in a better way, like making her be the new Batgirl because it would keep her on the straight and narrow instead of working with villains frequently, and having Stephanie Brown push Tim Drake into becoming a better Robin, and Dick Grayson taking over for Batman while he was gone and things like that. That's kind of just about where her story ends. After she becomes the new Batgirl, they retconned a lot of her history, so pretty much none of this is canon anymore. I mean, a lot of it kind of is, like, kind of where it picks up from where she becomes Batgirl, like given the moniker by Orphan Cassandra Cain. She was part of the Batgirls title, she was also the solo Batgirl at one point. So she was solo Batgirl and also part of the Batgirls, where it's the three of them being Batgirl. Yeah. Look forward to talking more about DC characters, or frankly any other character. If there's a specific one you want me to talk about, be sure to let me know down below. Sorry for these being a bit shorter right now. I'm trying to play a little bit of catch up with my uploads. But yeah, we'll catch you next time. Peace.